Right. Hello, everyone. Everyone hear me? Hope everyone's doing well. This is going to be just a pop-up stream, sending prayers to Lady Luck and her puppy for him to have a speedy recovery. Um, all the rules to my chat are in my banner, so that's what I ask. All I ask of you guys to be respectful to my mods. It's all right here across the screen. Thank you. Okay. I shall be back in one moment. I was going to do my intro, but due to the circumstances, I didn't feel I wanted to at this point. All right. Okay. All right. I'm here. Um, we just got done having some pretty quick, crazy, wicked rainstorms here and thunderstorms in South Georgia. So there's a possibility that the stream might get cut out. Just so everyone knows. If you could, if you want, the hell is going on with this dang thing? Technical issues. Hold on. I don't know why this is not working. All right, I don't know what's going on. Looks like I'm having a technical issue here. Bear with me a second. Okay, you're here? All right, awesome. Thanks, Raven. Can you hear me? My headset is not working. I don't know why. Okay, love. All right, so welcome to Annie's channel. Please be respectful to those who are coming into chat. You can hear me okay? All right, good. Okay, so this is just a pop-up live, and I just wanted to send out prayers to Lady Luck and to her puppy, and also to Raven. They all need prayers and love and support and positivity at this time. I appreciate everyone that comes into this chat. Most importantly, my mods. Raven is always in every stream that I'm in, that I run. And Ian might pop up on panel. We don't know. He always surprises us, but he might pop up. Um, and as people come into chat, Raven will drop your links, or any of my mods, Nana or Raven. Most of the time, it's for my daytime streams that are usually at 2 o'clock. Is usually Raven, and she drops the links for everyone that comes into chat. So we just ask that you be respectful and follow the rules that are in the banner. So that's all I ask, and thank you for your support. I appreciate everyone's support and feedback. If you need to reach me by any means, feel free to shoot me an email, and I will respond to you as quickly as I possibly can. Just tell me who you are. You can just say I'm using my YouTube name is this. I don't expect anything like private, unless it's like somebody that knows me from day one. Um, but I don't want people. Also, I don't want people taking advantage of my email. So, for some people, that's really their only means of communication with me, and also Facebook Messenger. That's my other method of contact. Some people just prefer to be emailed. That's fine. That's cool with me. Um, I have people that reach out to me like Ian, Nana, Jessica Lynn is another one that reaches out to me via phone. So whichever you guys prefer is fine by me. Um, so if you're not subscribed, I ask if you don't mind stepping up to the channel. Um, if if you do subscribe to the channel and come into chat and you're someone new, Raven right now is my only mod that's in chat. So I just ask that you be respectful when she checks profiles of people coming into chat. That's how we roll here. We don't tolerate any type of bullying, none of that. So we're keeping the prayers going for Lady Luck and her puppy Ben. And Raven is our warrior princess, and we have her in our prayers as well. Always keeping positive vibes going to Raven. I'm her positive um, coach to keep her intact with everything she's been going through with her treatment. And now she's done with treatment. So now we continue the prayers that she's going to get good news in a few months saying she's clear. So that's how we roll. So, with that being said, Raven, is there anything else you want me to bring, love? And Ian's link is pinned at the top. If you guys that do come into the chat, please subscribe to his channel as well. Give him some support. Him and I do share streams Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I'm so lucky to have you too, Raven. You have been a tremendous support to me through a lot since day one. And I can't thank you enough. And I love you for all you do for me, as you know. And um, this was just going to be a random pop up stream just to send out some prayers to Lady Luck and to Ben and also to Raven. So that's how it's going to roll. Raven, if anybody comes into chat and they're disrespectful, no timeouts tonight. They're automatically gone. Just like we did earlier this afternoon. We don't give people second chances anymore. I am just getting sick of people coming into chat that are disrespectful. If they don't want to be respectful, they can just hit the road, Jack. That's it. Just so you know. Now, except for like last night, Ian was doing that thing with the time bot. That's totally different. But if somebody comes in that we don't know, they're booted. Or like I don't tolerate it at all, and you know that. I don't tolerate any disrespect or bullying. Like we did with that idiot this afternoon saying, ask me if I was on drugs. Seriously? Really, I don't think so. As far as the panel goes, I don't drop the link. And if I do, it's sent to people privately. I don't like to drop the panel link while I'm doing the stream. Um, and the only person besides Ian that I feel comfortable having on this panel would be Raven for when she's 100% feeling better, and a few other people. Otherwise, the panel is not open at this time. So just want to let you guys know that. And I don't mind if I'm just talking to me and Raven in chat. It doesn't bother me one bit. So I just wanted to do this quick pop-up live stream, sending out positive vibes and prayers to Lady Luck and to her puppy and Raven as well. That's how we run these streams with positivity and no drama, no hate, none of that. So that's what we're here for. So Raven, I'm Raven's inspirational coach to get her through her event, her nightmare, and she's my coach as well. She helps me run my stream smoothly. And she'll say, if I'm not paying attention to chat, she'll yell at me. She's like, Annie, read your chat. So her and I support each other. We have supported each other for almost a year now. Can you believe that, Raven? It's been almost a year. At the end of the month, it'll be a year. And there has been a lot of ups and downs, and we have overcome, and we have a bigger one that we're overcoming right now. But we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this with positive vibes, my love. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna take time, but we're gonna get through it. So, um, that's pretty much. Yep, exactly. That's why you and I clicked, I think, because you and I both had the same outlook on things. We both don't like the drama. We don't like the attacking each other. We don't like any of that stuff. I just enjoy doing what I do. I might not have the best of content, but hell, you know what? At least I make people laugh. I make people feel good. I try to lift people's spirits up, and I just try to be me, just to be funny, do goofy things. By the way, Raven, it's starting to rain here again real hard. I hope those two kitties are not soaked out there. And you know what, Raven? I'll tell you something. You and I connected in Barefoot chat a year ago, almost a year ago. Well, let's say a year ago. And then um, I met Ian over at LC's, and him and I. Yeah, me too, love. Doesn't seem like these storms are going to let up anytime soon. Um, and Ian and I met over at LC's, and him and I clicked. Nana is a very good friend of mine off of YouTube, and she's a sweetheart. She just like Raven. I can't say anything negative about anybody. Everyone is awesome that comes into this chat. My moderators are all awesome people. They got their wrenches for a reason, especially my top mods. They got their wrenches for a reason, like Raven, Nana, Jess, and most importantly, Ian, because he's also the manager of my channel, because he actually helped me get everything up and running again. So I do have a second channel, and the second channel is pretty much just a backup channel in case I ran into the same nightmare I went through a few months ago where I couldn't get into my Google account, couldn't even get into my YouTube account because my phone got fried in a lightning storm. So that's pretty much, how I roll. Um, and everyone that I decide on my own are my mods. Everyone that Ian and I basically have the same moderators for both of our channels. So we try to make sure that we have the same mods. Yep, you're number 5 on that one. This one is number 1. Nana was the first one for the backup channel. So that's just in case. Now, mind you, lessons learned. Now I know to write down my passwords because if Ian were here, he could tell you the whole nightmare I went through with Google to get back into this account when my phone got fried. What a nightmare. So, rule of thumb, get out a piece of paper and a pen and write it down and duct tape it to your wall. That way you know what the hell your passwords are. I mean, I don't care. My kids see my freaking password for my damn email. You know what I mean? Like this email address that's on on my YouTube, it's just strictly for YouTube. That's it. So yeah, which everyone says, well, no, my kids are really good when it comes down to my privacy. They might bust my chops, say, ha ha, I got your email address and I got your password, ha ha. Yeah, well, that didn't go over real well. Because guess what? I, being the smart one that I am, I also have all my passwords and everything saved on another device that, they wouldn't even know where to find it. So, ha ha ha, that's the tablet. And I always make sure that tablet is always not in anywhere of their view, except for when I'm like watching videos or whatever I'm doing. So, yep. But let's just try to keep the positivity going on YouTube streets, guys. Let's stop with all this craziness. Let's just be us. Let's do us. Let's have fun. Let's laugh. Let's live life. Life is too precious for all this unnecessary drama and BS. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Just come in, have fun, live life, for God's sake. It's a precious thing. There's no need to have all this hate and all this drama and attacking people. There's no need for it. Just be happy. Even if you're like my mom used to tell me, stay positive on your most negative day. So guess what? If you're having a bad day, make it a positive thing. That's how I look at it. Screw it. Screw all the damn negativity. And you're real too, Raven. You're a beautiful soul inside and out. And I am telling you, your butt is going to be on this panel with me when you're feeling 100%. I don't even care if you're behind an avatar. You're going to be on this panel with me. And we're going to be having fun. We're going to, just like Ian and I do, just do random things and make people laugh. Just do anything. So, this is it. This is how I roll. I was thinking about doing that. That's a good idea. That's an awesome idea. you know, because when I took a month off, that's when you were sick. I took the month off and I came back and I'm not going to deny it. I was walking on eggshells when I came back. I was. I didn't know how I was going to be accepted into other chats. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to do me. And then Ian reached out to Nana. He was trying to get into one of my chats one night. And here we are, back together, and we're rolling it out every 3 days, every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. And we're going stronger and stronger every day. So that's the way she roll. So let's see what Susie gets up to. Yeah, it's starting to rain again. I think it's gonna be like an on thing. Where is Susie go? Hmm, that's weird. Hmm, I don't know where she is. Oh, there she is. She's sleeping. Hi, Susie. Susie, you sleeping? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Don't hit the red button. There she is. Say prayers to Ben. Say, Ben, feel better. Susie's gonna prayers to Ben. And to Aunt Raven. And close. Oh, this maniac literally jumps up the wall. Say hello, Aunt Raven. I don't know if I still have that video or not. I did a video of her a while back of her literally jumping the wall. I have to see if I can find it. Say hi. What's she doing? Huh? What's she doing? What's she doing? Baby girl. So, my 11 o'clock stream is going to be my sleep stream. Spoke with Ian earlier. He'll be setting his up and mine up to go live just before he goes to bed. He is going to be trying out um, non, I mean, copyright free music that he found in YouTube Studio. So maybe that will boost up the watch hours a little bit for both channels. So that'll be something different. So we'll see how that goes. Um, she's a good girl. And I hope those poor babies outside are okay. It's thundering here again. Damn it. It's gonna be like that, I think, tomorrow too, but who knows? Yeah, this crazy weather is. So I don't know if you caught my video I did earlier, or was that on my live earlier, where I showed you guys like where um the baby's like she's like he or she's definitely like embedded in that yeah, I know, me too, Raven. Me too. I'm hoping that maybe it's just maybe the eye hasn't opened fully yet because of due to age. I'm hoping. So I mean that gives them somewhat shelter, but not 100%. And if that baby's very sick, I can't. I don't have the money right now to get to a vet, unfortunately. So my hands are kind of tied. And not only that, it can get pretty damn aggressive. And now, especially where it is now, she's got it really like it's shoved into the corner. If it wasn't raining out, I can actually show it to you, but it's still raining out pretty hard. So, like, I mean, that's gonna give it somewhat of a little bit of shelter, not 100%. So, yeah. So, I mean, and you know, I can't. There's no way I can bring that baby into the house. Unfortunately, I got six in here already, and if it's sick, I don't want these guys getting sick. And every time, well, yesterday when I was petting it and everything, I came in the house immediately and washed my hands and everything because I don't want these guys getting sick. So whatever is going on is either some kind of respiratory thing or something. I don't know. Or maybe the eye just didn't open up fully yet. I don't know because of its age, but I don't know. I'll tell you one thing though, that thing was like a little wobbly, weeby wobble yesterday with my mommy, with mommy there. So, yep. Yeah, I can't take any chances, and that thing is like a little spitball of fire. So I can't take any chances with that baby having some kind of terminal thing and passes it over to my other kitties. I'd be really heartbroken. I was heartbroken when those other two babies passed away. Now, the queen feral, she hasn't been here now almost 2 weeks, over 2 weeks. No, I'm sorry, 3 weeks or longer. So, and she's got to be, I would say, we've been here 10 years in June. So she started coming around just shortly after we moved in. Yeah, I can't take any chances. God forbid that baby's sick with something, and one of Susie or Manny Boy or any one of my indoor fur babies get it. I can't take. I'd be extremely heartbroken. Extremely heartbroken. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love all my fur babies, inside and outside. But my inside ones are my pride and joy. And the two that would really hit me the hardest when they pass away is Manny and Susie, because Manny is my first Georgia boy, and Susie girl is mommy's girl, and she knows it. So she's YouTube famous now. No, I can't take any chances. I wish I had the money where I can just build up like a little condo type of thing with just so that all the outdoor cats can go out there and just chill out in there in a nice cool environment. If I had the money, I would do that in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money to do that. So, it is what it is. And this neighborhood, they are not very friendly at all towards cats, at all. If Nana was here, she can vouch for me on that. They are not cat friendly, and they're not even people friendly. So, to say the least. So, um, let's just keep the positive vibes going, please. Everyone that comes into this chat and anyone that catches it later, please, I ask that you just keep the positive vibes going to Lady Luck, prayers, and love to her and her fur baby, and of course, Raven. It is very sad, sweetheart. It is extremely sad how these people treat animals. It's just very hard. It's very heartbreaking. Like I can't tell you how many cats that have come to my backyard over the course of the last 10 years, basically from either being dumped or that feral getting knocked up by a male cat that got her pregnant, because people around here let their cats roam the neighborhood that are not spayed, not neutered, Yes, I got the 2 girls that are not spayed, but they have no desire to go outside, you know? So, like, it's just very heartbreaking, to say the least. So, that's on my to-do list is to get those 2 spaded. If I have to do them both of them at 2 different times, then that's what I will do, but Humane Society is booked. I haven't heard it. You know, like, I've been after them for months since those 2 have been dumped on my front porch, and they're like, "Well, we'll get back to you," and I keep getting leaving them messages so I can get them both spaded. If I have to do, like, one month, and the following month, I do the other one. But those 2 girls have no desire to go outside at all, none. But, I'm not even sure who the mommy was of those 3 babies that passed away. I don't know if it was Cara or was it Ashley, because the babies were nursing off both of them. So, I'm wondering if maybe one of them had babies and they lost the litter, or maybe the baby's born to both of them. Who knows? You know, I don't know, and that was very hard for me. I think that was probably pretty close to when I was just getting ready to take before I decided I needed a break. It was hard losing 2 baby kittens that you knew were sick, and somebody was supposed to help you out, that you helped out, and they didn't come through for you. So I learned my lesson of being a Miss Nice person and helping somebody out, and it backfired on me. So I'm not doing that again. Now it's gonna be me focusing on my fur babies. It is very hurtful, and the person who I helped out knows that they hurt me badly when they didn't. When they said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay you back. I owe you," and didn't come through, and that just ate me alive. So that was very difficult for me, very difficult. It was even difficult for my kids because my kids grew attached to them, and it was hard enough because there was actually originally three. One passed away a couple days after I brought them in, and then the other two passed away like a couple months later, and it was very difficult, especially for Liam because Liam was out there with me. Um, I think through the Humane Society, I think it's 60. I think I could be wrong. Um, and then of course the males are already fixed, so I'm not worried about that. The boys are already fixed. Um, so the males I think are 40, but then if you don't go through with the voucher from the Humane Society, the vet told me the girl at the vet's office for the girls would be 120 for the females, and then if I had a male that wasn't fixed, it would be 100. Mind that this is before we're going through all this prices of everything going up and up and up and up. So, because when Susie got fixed, it was much cheaper 5 years ago than it is now. So, just crazy. Hear that thunder, Raven? So if I glitch out and if somebody catches this feed, I'm sure if Ian might be watching. So in case he isn't, and the feed just drops, know that I probably had a power outage or something. Just so you know. And if I can't end the stream, Ian will end it for me. Really? Not here. They take them from Valdosta to Thomasville to have him spayed and neutered. Yeah, I know a lot of places that not here. It's crazy, right? Eh? Yeah, we don't have that here, unfortunately. Yeah, I wish they had that here. I'll tell you one thing that would help a lot of people that do rescues tremendously. The kids that came and did my lawn the other day, they found a kitten at the last shop that we were at. Just about the same, a little bit, maybe a little bit older than that little one outside. Yep, it's crazy, right? And our shelters here are full to the max, ba- basically with cats. Now, now Manny Boy and Susie both are microchipped, so hmm yeah, it's crazy. And like I had this one lady who lives in the neighborhood who complained and complained and complained about a male stray, which I thought actually belonged to a someone because when he came here he had a collar. Next day he did not have a collar. Came back the next day after that and had a collar on. So he definitely belonged to somebody. Now I've met put his I I used to joke around with Tom and I used to have all these random cats that would show up at the door, especially the Queen Pharaoh. Um what you call it? um I said, damn it, I wish, I could trap her, but unfortunately the other problem I run into, this is the other dilemma, is I'm highly allergic to fire ants. So even if I got her, like I tried to trap her, but somebody else must have tried to do the same. And the outcome, I don't think was a good one for her. I don't think it was a good experience for her because she was walking around the trap, even with the trap in, it was tuna fish, and she would just walk around that trap. And Raven, when I tell you, love, that bowl that had the tuna fish in it was had to have hundreds and hundreds of damn fire ants all over it. It was crazy. It was insane. I'm like, I don't know how well this is gonna work out for me because I'm allergic to the damn fire ants, and this is not gonna look too good. Yeah, right? And I called the Humane Society, and they said, "Well, no, you gotta transport her here, and that's all I would need is for me to get bit by a damn fire ant, go into anaphylaxis." Hey, D, thanks, love, appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, love. How you doing, love? It's good to see you, hon. So, yeah, it was crazy. They told me I had to transport this cat. I was like, okay, that's all I need is a fire ant bite, put me into anaphylaxis, and this cat. Thank you, Raven, sweetheart, for dropping the link. Appreciate that, love. Um, so I was like, hmm, uh, oh, thank you, D, and hugs right back to you, love. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for stopping by, hon. You have a good night and be safe out there, especially with this heat. Okay. So the create. So I said, all I need now is to get bit by a fire ant, and God forbid that cat. I did was able to trap her. God forbid, and she broke out of the trap. And now I have a wild cat plus a fire ant bite. This is not going to be a good combo for Annie at all. So I was like, mm, what do you do in that situation? You know. So yeah, yeah, it's still coming down pretty hard here. Yeah, it would have been a disaster. And we have this one road, it's like a main artery to from up past the air base, and goes almost all the way downtown, and people drive like assholes. That you remember you saw that road I drove on, that four-lane divided highway? Well, there's one part of that road that started once you start heading further down that road, they don't have any barriers there, and you got people zipping out from shopping centers. It's just crazy, and nobody does 45 on that road. Nobody, 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 and it's kind of scary. I had a guy one day totally blew a stop sign and came right into my lane. He was on the other side, and just come flying out, blew a stop sign, and right in front of me. I was like, "Holy shit! Thank God I, took defensive driving classes when I did my EMS stuff because I would have T-boned him or sideswiped him or whatever. But still, these people are just idiots, idiots." So, my nighttime stream is set up. I just schedule it when you and I before we go live at 2. I just put it up. Try to remember to put it up, or after we end that stream, Raven. So that way, it's a reminder to Ian for him to set up his to help him out. So, yeah. Other and I'm not knocking people on motorcycles, but people on motorcycles really they zip in and out of traffic. It's kind of scary. It's scary stuff. So, well, thank you, love. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you being there with me as always. And it was awesome having Crazy Brett and Stony. Jess was there, so it was an awesome stream all around. Yeah, I agree. Wish Ian was with us, but unfortunately, he has to work. So this was just a random pop up stream, just because I wanted to get the prayers out there for Lady Luck. Well, thank you, sweetheart. You're my coach for helping me with my streaming. So here's the rule of thumb for me when I do my streaming. When I do like a random stream, now this one I didn't do it because I thought I didn't need to. But normally when I do is, and this was as out of the recommendation of my doctor when I took my break back in February. He suggested what I do is do a video, record a video, get out all my frustrations and all of that, get it all out of my system before I hit that live button. He goes, and I can guarantee you that's going to help you're going to have a clearer conscience. You'll be able to focus more on your stream. You won't be like nervous about doing your stream. You'll be feeling more free because you don't have all that negative thoughts that are going on in your mind. You're clearing it out, so that way you will be able to show better performance. Um, and you're a beautiful person anyway, so in and out. That's what he tells me all the time to lift me up. So you know, um, he says, and then you will because you have a very positive attitude about everything. You will be able to bring it out more to people than you know. And my mom always told me I have a heart of gold. And I said, well, I guess I got that from you because I sure as hell didn't get it from my dad. So, you know, so I didn't do my intro when started this stream because of the circumstances Lady Luck is going through right now. So I just figured, you know what? Nah, I'll just skip the intro for now. Now, when Ian sets up our sleep streams, he will be doing the intros, probably, most likely. Yep. You know, and I lost both my parents. And you know what? You know who I miss the most? I miss my dad and my mom more than I miss my dad. And some people say, well, that's kind of weird because most women miss their dads more than their moms. But not in this case. I miss my mom more than I miss my dad because my mom was always there for me when I needed her, even when my dad decided to say, done. Yep. And I have to say, I am very, very lucky. Hold on a second. Oh, never mind. I thought I had a mute for a minute. I have to say one thing. I was blessed to have awesome uh, in-laws. My mother-in-law and my father-in-law. My father-in-law. Oh my God, I love that. I love him to death, and I miss him terribly. He was like the dad I never had. I miss him. I miss my mother-in-law too, but I was very close to my father-in-law. Him and I were two peas in a pod, and it was funny because he was a Taurus and I was a Taurus, and turned out that Tom's a Gemini. My mom is a Gemini, so they got along really well. So, and it was just amazing, just inspirational all around. It's just all, and I was with my father-in-law when he took his last breath, and it was really, really hard for me, very difficult for me. And then found my late mom-in-law on the floor. That really hit me hard in my chest. And now, you know, and then my mom, unfortunately, she passed when I moved down to Georgia. And I couldn't be there with her. So yeah, it was hard. I'm not gonna say it was easy. I don't know what that was. Crash in the kitchen. Kitchen. Yep. I would have been close to my dad if he wasn't an asshole. My dad was very abusive. So no, I don't miss my dad as much as I miss my mom. My mom, I miss her to pieces. It just seems like yesterday she. Yep. So very difficult. Hold on one second. Let me just go behind my return mute for 1 second. Okay. Yeah, it's very hard. It's very difficult. But you know what? As my mom would say, you know what? You learn how to get past all the negativity and you just focus on positive. And that's what I've been trying to do since I got back to YouTube. It's just staying positive and not be negative because I must be doing something right if I'm coming in here and hitting that live button, and I might have only you and here in chat, Raven, and you know what? I might have two people watching, maybe five people watching. To me, that's all that matters. Numbers don't matter to me. All that matters to me is that I am here to lift people's spirits, make people happy, make people laugh, show off my critters, do my drive streams. So, that's all what I am about. I'm here to have fun and be goofy and just do silly things. You know, just how I am. I've always had a wonderful sense of humor, down to earth. At least I think so. My mom even said the same thing. She says you always have even when you've been through hell and back, you've always had come back with a positive attitude, and that's what she went through. And as I told you in the email, it was very difficult for her. And I think when I moved down here is what really broke her heart. But unfortunately I couldn't stay up in Jersey anymore. I couldn't afford to. Taxes are really high up there, and the same with I mean, I think that, but now it's even worse now because I was told that it was like over what $2,000 or something a month for like a one bedroom. It's just crazy. So I'm going to try to do a um another slideshow. Um, it's going to take me a couple of days to do this. I'm going to try to shoot to do it maybe tomorrow. Work on it a little bit of all the outside cats I've taken care of that I managed to get into rescue before the pandemic. Yeah, it's expensive, right? Right? So, oh, also we have to keep our um, people like homegrown and hotspot people that are in Texas right now, keep them in our prayers because of that tropical storm. Let's keep them all in our prayers. And a huge, huge happy birthday to Crazy Brat. So, but this stream is basically for Lady Luck and her puppy Ben, and most importantly for you, Raven. I just wanted you guys to know that I'm here for Raven. I always will be. She's my first subscriber to my channel, has been by my side for a year, has helped me grow, has been even when she was sick, she still stood by my side, even when I was on my break. You're very welcome, love. And I love you for the person you are. You are an inspiration. You're a beautiful person inside and out. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And that's just, I'm, like you said before, I'm real and I am real because I don't make shit up. I just, you know what? My new attitude is if you don't like me, that's fine. It doesn't bother me like it used to. It doesn't bother me. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Um, I just don't care if people like me and they don't like me. Do I care? Nope, I don't. I don't care. I really don't. Because you know what? I do me. I have fun with Ian. Him and I have a lot of fun together when we do our share streams together. We have an awesome time together. He's a great young man. We have you, Raven, as an awesome mod. We have Nana coming into chat, an awesome person as well. I just, at some point it would really be awesome if we all can just like somehow all connect outside of YouTube. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome. Getting all of us together and we all get to know each other outside of YouTube. And we're all great friends here, and I can guarantee you exactly, exactly. I agree with that comment 100%. Exactly, Raven. Exactly. I agree with that comment 100%. If you know what you can what I've said right from the beginning before I even started doing YouTube. I said, you know what? No matter what you do, there's always going to be one person on some type of social media platform or somebody that you happen to meet, whether it's social media or not, that's not going to like you, and they're going to do everything in their power to make you miserable. Well, because they're miserable. Well, guess what? I came back in February and I said, you know what? You want to be miserable? You can be miserable. I'm not going to be miserable because I'm coming back with a positive attitude. And I don't really care if you like me or not. That's it. That's how I'm rolling. I don't I don't care. That's it. Done deal. I just do I do me. I have Ian here with me 3 days a week. I believe that. Yes. That's a very inspirational thing for him to say, Raven. See, I don't have any brothers or sisters, so I have my kids, my two amazing sons, and my hubby, and my fur babies, and of course my YouTube family. And I do have some really good friends off of YouTube that are from Facebook, and it's really awesome. Well, that's awesome. You could be my sister too, because Nana decided she's going to be my big sister, so you could be my big sister too, or little sister, whichever. But I have a very good friend of mine who saw her and I actually met in the Serenity Denard case. She's the missing. Well, at the time she was 9 years old. in South Dakota. And her and I clicked like that. Hubby is the one that how I met Nana. Him and Nana clicked into, they actually were in a Facebook group for a high profile case here where I live. And he got booted out of that group. He was a, what the hell? I don't even know what they call them in freaking Facebook. They're kind of like moderators, but they're not really moderators. You know what I mean? So he got booted out of that group. Now he can't even get on Facebook anymore at all. He forgot his password, and then it turns out his old email address that he only had for his Facebook account, he can't even get into that anymore. They said his passwords are invalid. And then he said, "Fuck it, I don't even want to be bothered with social media. I'm done with it all." Plus, he can't even type anymore. He shakes so bad. He's like from the damn listen to PTSD, COPD meds. So, he's just like, forget it. I'm not even, don't even bother even with it anymore. So, but he knows that Nana and I talk and everything. Yeah, I feel so bad for him. But we got to talk to the doctor about this CIPD. Talk to Stony about it. And she was looking into it. She goes, "Yeah, definitely. I would definitely talk to the doctor about that and see if maybe this is something that he's got going on because it sounds like he has almost exactly the same symptoms that they're talking about in here as far as the symptoms go." So, you know, it is what it is. I'm hoping it's not because that's all he needs on top of everything else that he's got going on. Because this is all these problems that he had with his back. Then that's when he got, shortly after that is when he got diagnosed with the COPD. So, yeah, kind of like alarming. So, gotta keep the prayers going for him too. As he always says, and my mom used to say the same thing, getting old is not for sissies. And I guess that's the truth. Yeah, he can barely even walk. I'm not very impressed with the psychiatrist right now for him at all because he knows that he can't sit in those chairs for a long period of time. He knows it's very painful for him to walk, and they don't even have like a ramp. He's got a power chair. At some point, I'm gonna have to get one of those lift things for the truck. At some point, for his power chair. At that doctor's office, which I don't even see how it's even remotely legal for them not to even have handicap accessibility for people that can't walk. Like he could barely walk between his back issues, his upper thigh issues, his knees. He could barely walk. And then he's got the COPD on top of it. So I don't know how they can get away with that. It just doesn't make any sense at all to me, anyways. It is insane. And I feel bad for now. Our primary doctor, he has no problem at all doing telemed. Psychiatrist makes him come in like once every 3 months, but still, why put this poor guy through all this pain and agony? Why can't you just call in the medication? And I think, you know what I think? I think it's all about the money, and they probably do like different billing codes when you do a telemed versus in in-person visits. That's what I think it is. It's all about how to milk Medicare. That's how I look at it. So it is what it is. That's all it is. It's all about the money. Because I remember the last time we went there was, forget what it was. I think it was in February. I think we went the last time, and it was an in-person visit. And this is the thing. It's crazy. He has he has a setup now where you come in, you sign in, you got to be seen by an one of his LPNs or CNAs or whatever. LPN has to be an LPN, I guess, or maybe a nurse technician or whatever. Um, Takes your vitals, and they put you back in the waiting room. Then you get seen by an LPN, That's what it is. Then you get seen by a licensed practicing nurse who's certified to prescribe meds, and but she has to have him sign off on certain meds. Now, here's the kicker. This is what pissed me off because I contacted Medicare because I was wondering, like, first of all, he met he does his Part B deductible is covered through Georgia. Georgia Medicaid pays for his Part B premium. Okay, so I called up Medicare because I had a couple questions, and I'm like, why is this payment different than the last time I was at this doctor? And they're like, well, what's like, was there anything different about this appointment? I'm like, no, nothing different at all. It was just basically he had to go there for a 3 month med refill. And they're like, that's interesting. So they did a little bit of research into it and they said, well, was he seen by anybody else? And I'm like, well, yeah, the way they have everything set up is that he has to be seen by a LPN or whatever. And they're like, that's interesting. So we did some research in it and it turned out he was billed, the Medicare was billed by the doctor and by the LPN. Now tell me how that's not right. That's not cool. So that's why he tries to push these inpatient visits because his wife, who's his billing coordinator or whatever, she will, um, like for an example, she was giving me a hard time on the phone because there's a language barrier, and she was giving me a hard time on the phone. Yep, exactly, Raven. Exactly. That's what they're doing. And you know what? Eventually, Medicare's going to catch on to it, and they're going to be. So his wife, now that hubby has Humana, she's sitting there arguing with me on the phone, and she's telling me, "Oh, um, hold on a second. I don't know who it was." Hold on a second here. Yep, that's how one of my cats just had a huge hairball. So I was not very happy at all. I was not pleased. I am not happy about how um, he doesn't seem to give a damn about. He says, "Well, I'm prescribing benzos," and I'm like, "My doctor prescribes me a benzo, and I don't have to see my doctor because my doctor knows it's hard for me to get down to the office because I have to be here for Tom. I can't be tied up down at the office." So he said, "Well, no, we don't do that. I don't do that until 10:30, love. But thank you for reminding me. I don't do that until 10:30." So I figure we'll just run into about 9:30ish if that works for you. Ow, just got a sharp pain in my stomach. Yep, that's exactly what these guys do. So, but our primary, he's awesome. He'll say, "Listen, like he knows Tom's situation. He'll say, listen, I'm going to send a nurse out to have to do blood draws and all that stuff." They're really awesome about that. And as far as my appointments go, because he's family medicine, so he has to do a drug screen on me, make sure that I have only the benzos in my system, which that's the only thing I take. I don't have any blood pressure issues or anything like that. I don't do any drugs except for what's prescribed, and that's a very small dose of Xanax. So all I got to do now is just go down to the office, give them a urine sample, and he gives me my refills on my meds. So that's simple. He doesn't. He know, and then we'll set up a telemed. You know, either him or That is crazy. Yeah, see, I don't know how they get away with that. Well, that happened to me a while back when I first moved here. I was seeing one doctor who was in the practice, and he was old school, and he didn't care about patients. It was all about the numbers, money. He was too busy in the damn computer. He wasn't listening to anything I had to say. Same with his nurse practitioner, same thing. Didn't give a damn. And I remember one day I was tied up down there. I forget where, he was on vacation or something, and she had to run his section of the office. There's like 5 doctors in that office, including mine. He's like one of 5. And this other doctor, he his nurse practitioner is running his part of the office, and they I was down there for God, I don't know how long. Oh, it seemed like 2 hours. And finally, this is how I got to meet my doctor, my current doctor. Um, was his nurse, this other guy's nurse practitioner was so overwhelmed. I was in the main waiting lobby for maybe 20 minutes to 25 minutes. That's awesome, love. I'm glad that you have an amazing nurse practitioner for your oncologist. That's awesome. Um, so after they take me out of the main waiting room, they bring me in, take my vitals, and they put me in the other waiting room. And I'm sitting there waiting almost now 30 minutes in there. So now we're talking over an hour, at least close to an hour, over an hour. Then they put me in the room, and now I'm waiting again to be seen by the doctor, another half hour or more. She finally pops her head in and said, "Oh, I won't be able to see you, but I'm gonna bring you over to Doctor So and So's side." Now, mind you, I'm gonna admit this. I am not the most religious person, so I went from the very religious room to a very dark, dreary room, and I was like, okay. So I was talking to a what was at the time. We still talk to each other, but we don't talk to each other all the time, but we were talking to each other on a daily basis. And so she says, "So have you been seen by the doctor yet?" Now, mind you, I've been down there for almost now at this point almost close to 2 hours. And Tom started getting worried about me. So they moved me into this real dark room. I said, "Well, I went from the heavenly room to, I guess you want to call this the hellish room." And my current doctor, who I love to pieces, he's a sweetheart, down to earth. He come he knocks on the door, and I heard him in the hallway before he knocked on the door. He knocked on the door, and he's giggling, and him and I just clicked. I'm like, "This is definitely want to be switched over to this doctor ASAP." He When my mom passed away 5 years ago, I had an appointment with him the next day, and I literally broke down in his arms, and he had me crying in his arms for almost an hour, and he would not let me leave until he knew I was good enough to drive home. That's what you call a really, really good doctor. So, it's just amazing on how we still have good doctors. And I think he's a couple years older than Ian, and it was funny. You're gonna laugh about this. So I'm in the office one day, and my mom calls me, and we're doing video call, kind of like Messenger, but it was like the WhatsApp app. And she calls me up. She goes, "Are you home?" I'm like, "No, still at the doctor." She goes, "Oh, Doctor Good Look, Doctor Cutie Pie." I'm like, "Yep." And I said, "Oh, here he comes." And she goes, "Oh, you're gonna hang up on me now?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's coming in right now." She goes, "Okay." So I hung up. I said, "Love you." And I hung up with her. So he says, "Well, who are you just talking to?" I said, "My mom up in Jersey." So he said, "Okay, and your mom in Jersey?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I'm sure, like picture of my mom and I is on my background screen. And I said, here's my mom and I. He goes, she's beautiful." I said, Would you like me to call her?" He goes, "Sure." So I called her up, and I'm like, "What you doing?" She goes, "Nothing. What are you doing?" She goes, "Are you still at the doctor?" I'm like, so I said, "Here." I flipped it around. So here he is. She goes, "Hi there, cutie pie. How are you? You're so sweet and you're so adorable." I was like, "Oh my God." He's like, "Okay, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing good." So yeah, yeah. He was like Ian. He was blushing so bad. I was like, "Oh my God." He's probably like, "Help me, I'm getting hit on by like a 80-year-old." Oh my gosh, she was too funny. So on the way home, I called her and I said, oh, when I was leaving, I called her and I said, I'm leaving the doctor's office. I said, I'll call you when I get home." She goes, "He's hot, smoking hot." And I'm like, huh. I said, after we ended that video call, because he called her beautiful, and she's like, "I bet I had him blushing, didn't I?" I said, "Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Absolutely." So that's, yeah, she was something else. She was always good for that stuff, even though she was going through really rough stuff. But she still kept that positive attitude. And that's what I tell you to do. Stay positive. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. Have you, just out of curiosity, because I know when my mom was diagnosed with the CML, they suggested that her and I go to support groups. In case you don't know what CML is, it's chronic myeloid leukemia. Just to help us cope with, the diagnosis. And she was on a chemo antidote up until she passed. It was supposed to keep the blood cells and everything within normal range. I mean, because I know that they have various different, like, support groups for different types of cancers and stuff like that. I thought maybe if that would be supportive to you, because for my mom, to be honest with you, it didn't help her much at all. Really didn't. What kept her going, up until I moved down here, was me. Even though I was down here, I still was calling her every day. We were doing video calls and all that, and that's what got her through some of her most difficult times. The support groups that they recommended, she was like, no. She says, they don't do it for me at all. She says, you know what? I'd rather have you by my side than deal with people that I don't know. So, and I'm sure, a lot of people feel that way because when you go into these support groups, you don't really know what that person's feeling. You don't really know what their families are feeling. And a lot of times, it's not really a good outcome. Okay, I got you. I got you, love. Well, I'm here for you all the time. You even have my phone number. If you want to shoot me a text when I say, "Hey Annie, how's it going?" We can do that. I'm always going to be here for you, sweetheart. Even though I'm God knows how many hours from you, I'm still here for you, no matter what. I'm not going anywhere. And if I do need to take a break, I'll tell you, "Hey, I'm going to take a couple days off from doing streaming, and I'll be still here. I'll be here for you. You can reach out to me. You got my cell phone number. You send me a text message and say, 'Hey, Annie, I need to talk to you.' And I'm here for you. If that makes you feel comfortable, you could text me. If I'm not live, shoot me a text because sometimes I don't get my emails right away. So just shoot me a text and say, 'Hey, Annie, it's Raven. I want to see how you're doing. How's things going? And once you start feeling better, we could do start doing video calls. So we're not like on this public forum. We can even do like a private stream where it's just you and me and nobody else can see that. It would be just you and me. That would be really awesome. We could do like a Google video call. We could talk like that if you want sometime. That would be really awesome. We could just do like a Google Meet call and we could just chat and it'll just be you and me. It won't be public and we can just talk and just shoot the breeze. You know what I mean? That'd be really awesome when you start feeling 100% yourself. You know? That'd be awesome. And believe me, you know me, I don't judge anybody by anything. And I know you've been through hell. And I'm going to be here to help you get through that hell one step at a time, one day at a time. That's how I roll. I'm here for those who have been here for me. The ones that try to destroy me and try bringing me down, I'm not here for them. They're in the past, long gone, forgotten about. Move on. Just like my mom would say, remember, yesterday's gone. You brush it off. If you had a bad day, especially if it was a bad day, you brush it off. You move on to today. And then when you're focusing on today, you stay focused on today until it ends. Then you start up with tomorrow because you don't worry about tomorrow because you don't know what's going to come tomorrow. So when you get up in the morning, or in my case, sometimes I get up like 11:30. You get up, you do your thing, you have a positive outlook, and be you, and just put it out there. Just do you and be there and show love and support and just be you. And I can guarantee you, wherever she is, I think she's Susie actually. No, I'm just kidding. If you believe in reincarnation, it's very possible. Susie could be my mom because Susie does act like my mom sometimes. She could be very moody and real bitchy when she wants to be. I'm not saying my mom was a bitch because she had her moments. She had her moments where she could have been real cranky pants, and it's understandable, and especially when you don't feel well. You don't mean to take it out on the ones you love. It's just because you feel run down, you feel like shit. And I'm sure, your family knows, hey, I we know she loves us, but she's going through hell, and we have to accept it. She's gonna have her moments of being happy, and she's gonna have her moments of being pissed off. And you have every right to feel that way, love. 100% you have every right to feel that way. And to me, what failed you is the system. That's just how I feel. I've said that right from the get go with my mom, with my father in law. He died of acute leukemia. So, you know, I saw with my own two eyes the man that I grew and loved very dearly, and I still love him to pieces, and he's no longer with us. And you know what? It tore me to pieces when I lost him. But you know what? He was a fighter. Exactly. Your family's right, Raven. And you know what? When you have strong, positive people in your life, that's what's gonna get you through this. Just keeps your spirits up. And I'm gonna be part of that, love. I'm always gonna be here for you, no matter what. I'm always gonna be here. I don't know how many hours distance we are from each other, but you know what? You know where I live. I told you already. Hey, you know what? You and I are gonna get through this. If it's gonna take one day at a time, it takes it one day at a time. That's all that matters. We're gonna get through this. I promise you, we're gonna get through this. It's going to be, yes, it's gonna be, it's been a very difficult journey, and I'm sure you've been told this. It's not gonna be easy. Not gonna be easy at all. But you're gonna get through this. 12 hours. What do you mean by 12 hours left? Oh yeah, drive wise, yeah, probably. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Because I know from Jersey it was 17, almost 18 hours, 17 and a half from where we were in Jersey down to here. So when you start feeling better, you and I are going to do a private chat backstage, just so you know, Ian might pop on. So you could be behind your avatar. We don't have to be live. We could do a private chat. It could just be you and I. And if Ian pops in, just so you know, he's owner of the streamers. He can pop in at any time and scare the living shit out of both of us. He's done it before, remember? I'm on panel, you're in chat. Scared the shit out of me that one night. Jesus Christ, I thought I was going to jump out of my skin that one night. But see, now he's got it turned on where I can actually hear when somebody, when I, if I drop the link, I know exactly when. 9 hours? Yeah, I didn't. I thought it'd be close to 9 hours, but to be honest with you, love. Yeah. But can you imagine driving down from North Jersey down here? We had to break that trip up in 2 days, 3 days, because we had the kids and we had two fur babies with us. And the deal was when we got to the first hotel was that we were going to switch out. One was going to have take the one kid and the one cat. Hey, hey, ma, good to see you. Um, this is just some random pop up prayers for Lady Luck and her puppy. She's at the vet with him at this as of what, an hour ago, Raven? A little over an hour ago. And it's been pouring rain here. I have not been able to check on the baby outside. So, and we've been having thunder as well. Thank you, Raven Surya, for dropping links. Yeah, we've been on now for over an hour. And it's just basically just been Raven and I just chatting away. Yeah, please. Yeah, she had to push her stream from tonight to tomorrow. Yeah, keeping the positive vibes for Lady Luck and her puppy. So, and we're keeping positive vibes for Raven as well because we love Raven very much. I was just telling Raven, Jess, that we could do like you know how you and I do those video calls that we do on was that Google Meet? I think it is. We do love. And I told Raven, her and I could do that privately. We don't even have to be on YouTube. We can just communicate privately when she's feeling better, 100%. You know what I mean? I think that's what Jess and I use occasionally. Jess, isn't that what we use? Is Google Meets? Yeah. So that, yep. I think Raven, when you're feeling 100% better, love, we can communicate that way. Raven's got my cell phone number too, so she can shoot me a text as well. So I told her, I said, if you know if she wants, she can shoot me a text message and we can talk via text. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100% with that, Jess. And not only that, she can just text me too, you know, until she's feeling better and say, "Hey Annie, how's it going?" and that stuff. Because a lot of times, sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't get my email notifications right away, Raven. So I can respond to you as quick as I can, as soon as I get them. I check them, you know, here and there throughout the course of the day. All right, I have to give you my number again, then, love, so you have it. Okay, I'll send it to you again, love. That way you can have it. I'm doing okay. Raven, how did you did the cap today, right, love? I know you did really awesome yesterday with it. Yeah. And then you just give me your number and I'll put it in my phone. And don't worry, Jess knows I don't give out numbers or emails. Jess knows me. And you know me. I'm not like that. I don't fly like that. Awesome, love. That's awesome. You see? You're getting there, love. You're getting there. You got this, babe. We got this together. Oh, that sounds like fun. That is awesome, Raven. That is so awesome, sweetheart. I am so proud of you. Hey, you're getting there, baby. We got this, love. We got this. You got this, love. She's supposed to be. You have that cat now for what? Oh, it's gonna be a week this week, right? If I'm not mistaken, love. That's awesome, Raven. I'm so happy you're starting to get something solid in her. Yes, she is a trooper. She is our warrior princess. Hey, you know what? I bet you that felt pretty dang good though, having that yogurt, right? Hey, you got this, babe. We got this. Yep. What's it called, Jess? Oda? Oh, I bet it did. And you know what? Eventually, you're gonna get yourself on solid foods, and you're gonna start feeling not 100% yourself yet, but you will be starting to feel somewhat of an improvement. I know, Ma. We know you're joking. Raven knows you're joking. So we popped on just about, I don't know, shortly after 8, and just been just me just talking, just giving Raven some positive vibes and love and support, and that's what I'm all about, is love and support. So I figure we're gonna end this at the 1 hour 45-minute mark. Is that okay with you, love? Because my bedtime stream is gonna start up in a little bit. But oh geez, putting poor mom to work, eh? Poor mom. Yeah, okay. And then what I'll do is when I end it, I will send you a email with my phone number in it. Does that sound good to you, love? I know. You know what? You're lucky you still have your mom, Jess. I miss my mom. I miss her terribly. Yeah, I remember all those crazy times. All those crazy times. Wow, it's crazy. Oh, I know. I know, love. So we've been, Raven and I had a really awesome chat here. Dee came in for like a minute, and you know what? We've had maybe up to maybe 4 people watching the stream, and you know what? Like I told Raven, it doesn't matter to me if I have just her and I in chat, or just me on panel, her in chat. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jess. I know what you mean, love. I gotta uninstall this damn um news break freaking app. I keep getting these freaking stupid news flashes that keep popping up on my damn phone. It's annoying. Well, you know what? Raven knows that I'm here for her, and that's the most important thing. You know I'm here for you too, Ma. And Raven took care of any of you that was in that chat earlier that came in. Crazy brat put him in timeout. They came back disrespectful, and Raven said, "Hit the road, Jack." So yeah, I know. Well, I can always uninstall it too. That'll solve a lot of problems. Um, so Jess, I told Raven tonight if anybody comes into the chat and they're disrespectful, they don't get a timeout. They're gone. I'm not putting up with this nonsense of people coming into my chat and being disrespectful to myself and to you guys, my moderators, especially my top mods. That's it. I'm not doing the timeout stuff anymore. Nope. You want to be an asshole? You want to be disrespectful? There's the door. See you later. I used to be nice and used to have my mods put people in timeout. Nope. Especially, you know what? Sometimes these idiots don't even learn. Yeah, put them in timeout. They don't learn. They don't learn. They don't learn. They don't learn. So that's gonna be my rule. Now, Ian, he runs his channel. He might run his a little bit differently. No, they don't care. And Ian will probably agree. He'll probably say the same thing. Boom. Just like last night with that one that came into Ian's chat last night. Bye. Gone. I don't play games. We don't do drama over here. You want to bring drama? There's other channels that support drama. Not mine. Not his. So bye. I know it's unfortunate, but you know, there's some people out there that just don't care. Yep. So I'm gonna probably end it in a couple minutes, love. Got this sharp pain in my stomach. Keeps coming and going. All right, Ma. Yeah, I probably won't be live much longer, but I just want to get it to at least the 1 hour 30-minute mark. So again, guys that are watching, I want to say a few things. Let's keep Lady Luck and her puppy, and most importantly, Raven, in our prayers, and send positive energy to all of them, and love and support. That's what my channel's about. Is we are here for supporting everyone and showing out love and support in a positive way. Let's try to keep that going on the YouTube streets. If you have any issues with a certain creator, address that creator directly. I don't want drama here. I like to have positivity. Exactly. Exactly, Jess. I agree 100% with that. Raven, you're a beautiful person inside and out, and you got this one day at a time. And we love you, Raven. And you know I love you very much. And I'll always be here for you. I'll be your coach, your inspiration to get you through this. And I'll always be here for you. And with that being said, I want to give call outs to, most importantly, my sweet Raven for being here as always. And I love you very much. And to Dee, thank you for stopping in. Much love to you. And I want to thank Jessica Lynn for being here, sharing out positive vibes to Raven. And I love you both very much. And Ian, if you happen to be out there lurking, listening, we love you too, brother. And I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Raven and Jess, um, I will talk to you both privately in a little while. And Raven, I definitely send you that email so you have it. And just take it easy, sweetheart. And if you need anything, um, just reach out to me via text message. And just let me know it's you. So, because my phone has that spam thing on it. So if it's pops up as like an unknown number, It'll drop it automatically, just so you know. All right, love? All right. Much love to Lady Luck, her puppy, and to most importantly, Raven. I appreciate all of you guys that have been part of my stream, my moderators. You guys are all awesome. You guys rock it every time Ian and I do share streams, and also when I do solo streams. And a huge thank you to, of course, my subscribers that come into my chat. You guys are all awesome. Love to everyone. Keep the positive vibes going, guys. Okay, I am out, and my next stream will be a sleep stream, and Raven and I will be doing a YouTube live at 2 p.m. Eastern. Much love to everyone. Have a great night, and take care and be well.